Hi everyone, Dirk here from MTGNostalgia to have a look at Ice Age. Ice Age, back in the day, it came out I think in the beginning of 1995, was very exciting because it was the first standalone expansion. So the players back in the day, they were used to the starter decks looking like this or like this, and then with Ice Age there were new starter decks and they had this new design, and in this there were you could find not only sorceries and creatures, but you could also find new basic lands and even new types of basic lands, which were snow-covered lands. And there were also some pretty sought-after cards back in the day. So back in the day, what you were hoping to get from a pack of Ice Age would be this. This was, well, the chase rare in that set. I think it's pretty powerful even today, although rarely anyone ever plays with this card. I have this one on my Millstone deck, and I think it's pretty good still today. And there's also a common card which is called Brainstorm, which isn't that super valuable. It saw reprint in some sets. It was an attempt to fix the blue boon. In Alpha you had a cycle of 5 boons, which all cost 1 mana, and they give you 3 of something. So a lightning bolt was cost 1 red mana and did 3 damage. And the blue boon was Ancestral Recall. It cost 1 blue and let you draw 3 cards. That was too powerful, so it was removed from Revised Edition, and Brainstorm was an attempt to fix that blue boon. But even so, the card is still so powerful that it's restricted in almost all formats today. Yeah. The most valuable rare today from this set would be Necropotence, but since I don't own a copy of that card, I can't show you one. This is a booster, which we're going to open in a few seconds. Let's get into the lore of the game. It has been many centuries since the war between Urza and Mishra. The battered landscape has become a frozen desert, and the creatures of the world of Dominaria struggle for survival. One society has risen out of the cold chaos, defending itself against both the brutal forces of nature and the attacks of nomadic tribes that have emerged in the surrounding wastelands. And through it all, a twisted necromancer flourishes in the deep winter, intent on using his powers to keep the world dark and cold. You may have the skills to survive, but do you have the spirit to withstand the icy wilderness of Dominaria's Ice Age? Yeah, that's the lore. As you can see, this booster is pretty beaten up. I just I bought this online. I just hope this hasn't been resealed. We're missing out on a good rare. Broke. There are 15 cards in this. I don't think there are any basic lands. I think it's 1 rare and 3 uncommons. This is an uncommon. It starts, I think the 4th card should be the rare. Oh, why don't we put the uncommons in the back too? So, oh yeah. Kildoran Sky Knight. Banding Flying First Strike 3-drop. Well, seems pretty nice, but it's too expensive. And almost every white card in the deck still had banding or something to do with banding. Regeneration, that was a reprint from the Alpha set. Circle of Protection, red, that one too. Stonehands, that was a variation on fire breathing. Chop Toad. From today's power level, of course, this is severely underpowered. Pestilence Rats was a variation on the Plague Rats, I think, from the Alpha set. They got stronger the more you have of them. Saber-Tooth Tiger. Wild Growth, also a reprint from the basic set. That's a renaming of Prodigals. Oh no, sorry, confused that. Yeah, lets you draw a card. So you discard a card to draw a card. Okay. You can see that it gets better the effect if you have a black card. So Ice Age was about a lot of allied color combos. That one too, that was red and black, was a variation of the Drain Life. Yeah, you can see cumulative upkeep. I think that got reused again, that mechanic in Mirage, but a lot of people hated it. So it's basically an upkeep that gets bigger every turn. So you have to pay 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. And if you don't want to pay it, you have to sacrifice it. And there were still a lot of walls, but it's a 7/4 wall. We already saw that. That's our uncommon. Can sacrifice creatures, red or white creatures, to deal damage. Didn't think I ever saw anyone play with that. It's a counterspell. Oh, another mechanic that Ice Age introduced was the draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. So it was called Cantrip at the time, and nowadays it's called Slow Trip. Card drawing effects were very rare at that time, so that was also very special. Although from nowadays viewpoint, a lot of the cards are severely overpriced. So it's a, what is it called? Force Spike, but it costs 3 and lets you draw a card. Well, okay. And we come to the last card in the set, which is our rare, and it's Marika Barrett. Oh, it's a very nice effect. You can steal and kill creatures of your opponent, and since it only costs 3 mana, I think it might be a pretty popular tiny leader commander. Yeah, well, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this blast from the past. See you next time.